Hello again. I just wanted to give you a quick video here touching on what you guys can expect in terms of grades for the course and kind of where we stand in terms of grades. First of all, the mastery tests have been graded and returned to me. I sent out an email, I think, to everyone who attempted the test. So you should have either gotten an email from me saying that you passed the test or that you didn't pass it. If you did not pass it or if you missed the test, there is an option to retake it on May 2nd and May 3rd, I think. It's probably, again, becomes available like 12:01 on May 2nd, and you can do it until the end of the day on May 3rd. So if you do want to attempt the retake, you should send me an email and let me know, because I don't think they're just filling everyone in for that. They want me to give them the names of the people who want to retake it. So if you missed the first test for some reason, or if you had some kind of problem, you didn't end up submitting it, or if you didn't get the grade that you needed, please send me an email just letting me know that you want to take the retest, and I will send that over to the people setting the test up, and they'll make sure it's ready for you. Or you should have gotten an email from me saying that you received the passing grade. And if you got that, then you're good with the mastery test. You're done with it. You don't need to do anything else with it. You don't have to worry about it. So those grades should have gotten back to you by now. I will send, for the people who passed, I will send you your specific grade when I have time. I just have to go through to each person and put what their grade was and stuff. They also don't really give me any comments for the grade. They kind of just send me the grade. So I don't have any of their feedback for you about why you got the grade you did, or you can look at their rubric, I guess, and try to go by that. But yeah, unfortunately, all they give me is the grade. So I'll try to send that out to people when I get a chance. In terms of the grades for the class, because obviously, you had to pass the mastery test, but you also need a passing grade for the class. If you look back at our syllabus, the most important parts of your grade are the essays we've been doing. So we've done the narrative essay, we had the argument essay, and we now have this literary analysis essay. Those three things are the most important parts of your grade. If you're missing any of those essays, obviously we're just starting on the last one, but if you're missing either of the first two essays, you can still submit them. I would get them in as soon as you can. I'll have to take some points off depending on how late it is, but that's so much better than getting a zero. Basically, the only way you can do poorly in this class is if you just haven't handed things in, if you do your best on the essay and maybe it's not quite what I was looking for, but whatever, you can probably still get, a B or a C depending on how I grade it. Even if it's late, you can probably still get a B or a C or something. And even if you end up getting like a 70, that's just so much better than a zero in terms of what it does to your grade average, that I would really encourage you guys to still submit that stuff, even if you're worried about how late it is, or if you're worried about if like you don't think you're doing a good enough job or something. Just get it in, and we'll work on it. Or if you want to send me an email or send me a draft or anything, I'm open to that too. I'll try to find some time to give you some more feedback on it. But yeah, so and I know I'm behind with some of the grading on stuff. If you submitted your narrative essay on time, you should have the grade for that. If you submitted it late, I'm probably still trying to get to that grade. I wanted to make sure to prioritize people who submitted on time. So the grades for that should be posted. For the homework, I think some of the grades have been posted, but there's also other things I haven't graded yet. So if you're looking on Moodle, if it's showing you that you submitted it, but it just has like a dash for the grade, that just means I have to circle back and put the grade in. And as long as you did what the assignment asked for, and submitted it on time and followed all the requirements and stuff, you should get all the points for those homework assignments. Those are mostly graded on completion. If you have a zero for anything in the course, that means I just don't have it. So if you thought you submitted something, but now you're seeing there's a zero there, that means I don't have it. It wasn't submitted through Moodle, or maybe you emailed it to me or something and I didn't see it. Make sure that you submit the stuff through Moodle. If you have any questions, you thought you submitted something, whatever, send me an email. We'll get it figured out. But if you have a zero for something, that just means I don't have it. You can still submit it though. I'm accepting all late work until the end of the semester on May 10th. So go ahead and get in any homeworks, any essays. To get a passing grade, I would say you probably need to submit at least two of our three essays. If you submit two of them, like that's obviously not submitting one of the essays is going to hurt your grade because they're important to the grade. But if you've only submitted one essay, it becomes really difficult to get a passing grade at that point. So, you know, it's still worth submitting one of them. Depending on the rest of your grade, you might be able to you know, still get a passing grade. But I would focus on getting those essays in. Also, discussion boards. If you missed any discussion boards, you can still go back and post. Again, I'm going to take points off, but you can still try to not get a 0. I haven't calculated a lot of the participation grade yet, which is going to be based on those discussion posts. So I'm going to be going back and going through and seeing who submitted on the discussions and calculating that into your participation grade. So I still have to do that. So there's still a lot of grades that are going to be posted. But as long as you've handed everything in, you've done your best, you've met all the requirements, your grade's going to be just fine. I wouldn't worry about it. If you haven't handed stuff in, then your grade can be a little more dicey. So again, get in the essays, get in the homeworks, get in those discussion boards. Email me if you have questions about it. And yeah, and the mastery test stuff has been sent out. So as long as we have all that stuff submitted and where it needs to be, then I think the grades are going to be just fine. If you want a more specific breakdown of your personal grade, or if you want to know specifically what you're missing or what you should focus on handing in, send me an email and I'll go through my grade book and try to let you know. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a little update on kind of where we stand with grades for now. Okay, talk to you soon.